Hey, I know this is kind of different than what you usually are doing, but I wanted to stop and talk about this Parish Episcopal versus South Oak Cliff matchup. Usually, we do it as a group, but we since it was a public versus private, we didn't pick it in our top five games. But I still think because of how important this game is, it should be discussed. So I'm here. I just finished a game up in Katy, and now I'm here talking this game and editing it, and I decided to do this. So, what's important, I think this game is going to be the biggest game on Parish's schedule this year for the importance of it and just the talent that they're going to face. Alito was really good. Austin LBJ was really good. Even Bel Air Episcopal was really good. But I think the South Oak Cliff I think is the best team they will face this year. I mean I just kind of think that. And for people that are, just in the private school game and don't really know about things, like since I kind of have to know both, I've followed this South Oak Cliff team pretty well. Um, and they're the real deal. This is the battle of the champions, straight up. The 5AD2 state champions in South Oak Cliff versus the TAPS D1 state champions in Parish Episcopal. This is a big matchup. Um, because the last time, if I remember this correctly, the last time they any big team like that was when St. Pius beat College Station and College Station beat Alito for the 5AD2 state championship. If someone knows a more recent one where they beat something that won a champion, please let me know. That would be very interesting. But that's on the top of my brain. And the crazy thing about it is St. Pius didn't even win the state championship that year. I believe that was the year that Prestonwood did it. Um, Kind of just crazy. Anyways, I want to talk about this game in quick fashion so you can get back to the rest of the episode, but I think it deserved a little mention. So, let's just check in. Let's check in. 3-0 for the Parish Panthers. Sawyer Anderson has almost 660-yard passing so far, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and so he's having a great season for his sophomore campaign. Looking at the rushing, Cedric Mays has been the guy there again, like last year, where he's kind of being that versatile athlete, just helping out the team wherever he can. And Maddox Reed, the 2024 running back that's transferred from South Lake Carroll, has come in and for his first game, rushed for 174 yards, a touchdown on 16 carries. So he's fitting right into that offense. Derek Usbio, coming over from Plano Prestonwood, is fit right into the offense. Which is so interesting is they have four guys over 100 receiving yards. So not it's not like it's just one guy. They have multiple weapons on the receiving core, which I'm just so excited to see. Bryson Fields is one of them. I already mentioned Derek Usbio, and Hutch Crow is another one that I've even been told about that looks the part, and he's going to be a really good player for them. Cedric Mays rounds out the guys who have passed over 100 yards receiving. I want to shout out that offensive line for Parish Episcopal: Sam Leo, Aiden Gilmore, Jacob Pequeno, Nate Weber, and also Nicholas Ferris. They've held a lot of those defensive linemen that they had really big time tests for these first 2 weeks, held pretty strong. So it's very, very impressive to see. Looking on the defensive side, leading tackler is Seth Scott, but at the linebacking position, Cooper Malin right behind him with 34. Not surprising because since how many tackles they racked up last year. One I'm really excited to go watch is 2025 linebacker Parker Meese. I've heard a lot about him, but I haven't seen him play. So I'm very excited to see how he actually is. Trey Williams, and he has it again, already 7 tackles for loss, 26 tackles. Also, of course, Trey Williams also had 3.5 sacks and 14 QB hurries. That is just what you expect from the senior defensive lineman. Other guys I'm kind of excited to see: Caleb Mitchell Irving, the 2024 guy who's come over from DeSoto to Parish Episcopal. Daniel Demery, 16 tackles so far in the season. I remember how impactful he was against Alito that first game, and I'm excited to see the senior leadership by the Ole Miss commit this game. They have a lot of other guys that I just can't mention on so the length of dudes, but I mean, uh, Arinza, Usuri, Davis, Walker Anderson, Bryson Blackmore. There's a lot of talent on that defensive side of the ball, and I'm excited to see it go against the offense of South Oak Cliff. Now, looking at the South Oak Cliff side, for since a lot of y'all don't really know about this team, um, I think talent wise, this might be the best team they've faced so far, maybe of the whole season. They're led by firstly DB Texas A&M commit 2023 defensive back Javon Thomas. I don't know if he's going to play. He's been kind of banged up here and there, but we'll see. Another one is Texas cornerback commit Malik Muhammad, 4-star out there. Also, Javon's a 4-star. 3-star defensive lineman committed to Texas, Billy Walton, Breon Books, TCU offensive lineman, and also Big Mike, as they call him, also committed to TCU on the offensive line. Another guy, Abdul Muhammad, is kind of a versatile DB athlete for them who's committed to SMU. Randy Reese, the speedy wide receiver, is also committed to SMU. And also another cornerback, Taylor Sterling, committed to Colorado. Now, some younger guys you should look out for also is Jamari Wildman Colley. That's what they call him. He's a 4-star in the 2024 class. He is pretty dang good. At the 2025, Kelvion Riggins, the linebacker, is going to be probably a national prospect. Watch out for that 2025 linebacker. At quarterback last year, who led him to the state championship, is now at SMU. It's Trey Walton comes over from Garland, I believe, Nam Forest, and he transfers over as the quarterback now. Just like Parish has done, having a very, very tough non-district schedule. South Oak Cliff has started the season 0-3, but they played 3 very tough teams in Duncanville, Lancaster, and DeSoto. I mean, and they come with Parish. Very 3 straight, very, very tough games. And then you gotta tip your cap to them, trying to play the best out there in the state of Texas. I'm very excited to come up to Parish. If you're there, please say hi. I would love to meet some of y'all from Parish. This is gonna be a very interesting one. I am excited to see how these teams match up. It's a very interesting one. Probably one of the best games we will ever have. Just a public versus private school matchup. These are TAPS D1 champions versus UIL 5A D2 champions. These are the battle of the Titans in the state of Texas, and I'm excited to go watch this. There's a little rundown for y'all. If y'all don't know anything about those teams, now you do. So thank you so much for listening.